he has to be in the office for 7 a.m. and his alarms start at 5 a.m.
Oh, no.
And they get snoozed for at least 45 minutes.
That is so annoying.
How could you not say that to him? Hello and welcome. Coming to you live in your ears, but also visually through YouTube, otherwise known as, or formerly known as YouTube. Welcome to Vogue and Amber, the pod. We are doing a main. We're doing a main.
We are here and some are queer.
Two people
and that
are
is
queer.
it.
The balance is in our favor. May the odds forever be in your favor. Our favor.
Do you know what film I loved that I never thought I'd like? The vampire one. I watched it years ago. It's been the Twilight.
It's Kirsten Dunst. No,
Yeah,
Kristen Stewart.
I like her.
Kristen Stewart.
I like her.
She's very kind of like.
She's one of the gays.
She's in your gang,
she's,
yeah.
She's married to her bird, Dylan Meyer.
That's what I always say to Amber when I see a game. Look, it's your team.
Your crew.
It's your crew. It's your gang. Go make friends with them.
So yes, here we are. Imo's headed off to her Irish dancing lesson following this record. We'll see her on the stage in the Gaiety in no time doing the river dance.
Oh, we certainly will. Amber, are you packed, ready to go?
No. I have to,
Oh.
I'll pack away this stuff. I can't find my hats. And then I just have to do toiletries. And then I'm going to drop my bag at the airport this evening.
What?
Yeah, they've sent me 2 text messages and an email. So I'm just going to do it. So then I just walk straight through tomorrow and I'll be going to the lounge. And someone I know is actually going
Sorry,
to Portugal.
how did you get into the lounge?
I don't know. They must have mixed me up with someone else.
Sorry, do you? I have been working so goddamn hard on my points. And you're getting into the lounge.
But there's another woman who actually, she's a neighbour. She's going to Portugal tomorrow. Shout out to Nessa. And we're both going to be in the airport at the same time in Terminal 2. And I was like, we have a glass of bubbles in the morning. She's like, it's 7 o'clock. I was like, yeah. We're on our Holly Bops.
I've got to catch her on the other side. Oh, no.
I'm driving. Obviously, it'll have to be a mimosa.
Amber, tell me. So, sorry, you're dropping your bags off the airport before you go to the airport.
The big
and then
bag.
What they check it in for you?
Yeah. I think it's handy. It means I go to the airport tomorrow, stroll through.
It sounds like the most unhandy thing ever, to be honest with you. 'Cause
No,
you're going
it's
to the
not
airport
really
twice.
what I want to do tonight, I'll be honest with you. And I also don't want to be playing feckin' hairdressers. Mom and Naomi are coming up tonight to
Oh,
get
I
their hair
heard.
done. And Naomi, shout out to Ciara Lambert and Anne-Marie from Ciara Lambert's. Naomi goes, oh, we'll just get it done in yours because she knows where that is. And I was like, yeah, cool. Let's create washing for us. And I'm not bringing them upstairs.
Any
and
more
washing their hair.
parties happening in the house that we don't know about? Is anyone throwing another birthday up there?
I don't know. I'll wait to see if Neil texts
Christ.
me. So that's happening tonight.
I'm just packed. I've been standing on weighing scales all evening, shifting stuff around because I'm like, I just want to get to the airport and not have to move stuff around. And then weirdly, I think it's because I've collected so many points, I'm allowed to take loads of luggage. I just can't take it all because I can't carry all of it.
Do you know what? You should put the kids in some luggage. Then you don't have to deal with them on the flight. Win-win.
Listen, they don't have their iPads anymore. So when they get in the
Why?
flight, they get an iPad. No, they'll have it on the flight. Because they turned like lunatics. I had to take the iPads away from them. So when we get in the flight and they have the iPad, I don't even hear from them. It's like they're not there.
Otto's the one I'd be worried about trying to take an iPad back from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just 5 minutes. I'm like, it's been 20.
The video you sent of him in his school play.
Well, the last time he just stood there, so I was kind of expecting a bit of the same, that he would just stand there, but he actually got involved.
He was the star of the show. Now, he did look like he should have been a couple of years ahead of most of those kids.
Height-wise, yeah, he was quite tall. He is tall.
Very tall. Front and centre. They're all singing at different parts as well. There's no unison to the singing.
I mean, they were all right.
But yeah, cute. But I cannot wait. Literally visualising us being on the beach tomorrow, having a few tapas, having a few drinkios, and a little bit litty to the titty, you know. But other than
I'm
that,
going to be very litty to the titty.
I've been Just trying to pack and stuff like that. Can't find my hats. Hopefully that'll come too.
Where the hell are your hats? How can
I
you
don't
not
know.
find a hat?
I've obviously hid them somewhere in the house in someone else's wardrobe. That's why I can't find them.
Downstairs, you'll find them downstairs. I offered Amber my hats and I said they won't fit you because my head's
No, she
bigger
said
than
she
yours.
wants me.
goes,
She want. What did I say? I said I'd put a fanny pad in the hat to make it fit me.
Which actually is a good idea if you don't want to get makeup on your hats, to put a little panty liner.
I have that in one of my peaked hats I'm bringing, but I will find the hats. Other than that, I finished a few shows. I finished that one We Were Liars that's on Prime. Bald, I mean bald. And then I watched some other shite that Prime served me up. The Summer I Turned Pretty. Bald at that. Absolutely bald. Then I watched a few episodes of Queer Ultimatum. Have you watched that?
Oh my God, finished it, completed it.
What's Queer Ultimatum?
So it's like the ultimatum, but for queer people.
Well, what's the ultimatum? I don't know what that
it's
is.
basically, so the ultimatum is like, basically there's a couple and they've been together for ages. One of them wants to get married, the other one doesn't. And this is the ultimatum. Basically they go off and they but they couple up with someone and they go and live with the person for 3 weeks. But it's basically like loads of spit swapping and bed jumping, bed hopping and all that. And then they decide at the end if they want to commit to the person or break up. It's the most bizarre thing to ever do because one of the girls is not telling her parents because her parents would disown her if they knew she was gay. And I was like, well, are they not going to find out if you're on a bloody show?
Well, that's maybe a good way for them to find out, like ease them in.
But then as well, I don't know if you saw this. Do you ever listen to Call Her Daddy, that podcast?
No, I haven't. I've listened to a few episodes. I haven't listened
Have
to
you
much.
seen any of the clips with Charlize Theron?
No, but supposedly she's the prettiest person
She
in
is
real life
so
in the
pretty
world.
and she's just got such a cool personality. She basically was talking about it, how she had a one night stand with this 25-year-old and had the best fucking sex of her life and stuff like that. I just love her.
Wow.
Love her. And then the only other thing, I'm going to get a snatched jaw.
Snatched jaw from what? Are you getting threads or something?
No! Oh my God. It's my skin journey. So I went to Ivana Breen again and I've been told I'm going to get a snatched jaw. So I'm very happy about that. They suck it and they zap it. Any fat there.
Oh, I'm getting on to her. There's no, I don't like this at all. People are overtaking me in the skin journey. I'm joining that train.
No, I have had a bit of a breakout here, but I've managed to cover it up. And if not,
Let me hang on one sec.
try and cover it up in post, Imo.
Sorry, because you were doing a little shout out of something. I wanted to do a shout out because I got sent this book from Linda Marin. I don't know if anyone's ever read it. The Bridge to Always. And I didn't want to post about it yet because I only started reading it 2 nights ago, but I absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. And look at this nice letter she sent me and I just thought,
Oh my goodness.
I know. I just thought
A
that is
lost
so
art of
nice.
letter writing. There's a lot to be said for letter writing.
Honestly, I just thought it was, I really like that, but I wanted to wait until to see if I liked the book. Really like the book so far, and I'm 100 pages in, and I always think by 100 pages.
Yeah, I have to. I might try and read a book when we're away.
I have 3 books with me, so I'll give you one. You remember I said, oh, I'm reading The Go-Between. Well, I gave it up because John Boyne, who's an author, I was like, what's a book that you'd always like recommend for people to read? And he was like, The Go-Between. So I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the best book of my life. And I didn't finish it. And then he texted me like after a month and he was like, how'd you get on? I was like, well.
Why couldn't you finish it?
I don't know. It's just not really for me. Too old and day.
I'll see how I get on now. I just feel like I'm so good at the reading now, so I would fly through a few books, you know. I feel like, Vogue, if you have 3 books, like I'd be reading 1 book and you'd probably blitz through the first 2 books and then be like, give me the book, Anna, come on! And we'd have to share it to read it or something like that.
I had to do that with James O'Neill. I lent him this Graham Norton book when we were away at Easter and he gave it back to me and like he was on page 2 and he had turned the edge of the page and I was like, James, did you really have to mark where you were? You're on page 2. Don't bother.
Oh God.
Did you finish the Adam Kay book, Vogue?
Oh, I finished the Adam Kay book not realising that people can't order it yet. So, because he gave me one when we did our pod. And I also, my kids loved his snot book. And then he has a poo book for kids as well, if anyone's interested, that like basically shows you how your digestive system works. And the snot one is how snots work. So you try and make your kids not eat snot.
There's nothing worse than you see a kid picking their nose and eating it. Now, Otto loves to pick his nose. He gets his finger all the way up there.
All of us love picking our nose.
No, not me. And I actually thought it to
my.
myself earlier on when I was going into work when you were like, you don't always use a tissue. I was on my way to work and I was kind of using my finger. I was like, I have tissues in the car, so I used a tissue. And I thought of you as I cleaned my
Amber,
nose.
like I refuse to believe that you use a tissue.
All
every
I'm
time.
saying is don't ever ask Vogue, can you borrow her leggings or her tracksuit bottoms. You might get a few crispy bits.
Do you know what I've been up to today? I forgot to tell you. So I came home and I wanted to do some bits. I transformed Otto's cot into a bed, bit of DIY, and then I took myself downstairs and I replaced the toilet seat. I'm like full on my DIY journey. I know I got my baby drill out. I was like on fuego with the. So if anyone is looking for a
Oh,
handy
look
woman,
at her dropping a bit of Spanish in there. Bueno, señorita.
CC, mi amigo.
Despacito. Okay, will we try and get into it then?
For the first time in forever, I actually didn't do pod notes with Pete because I was incapacitated for much of this morning. So
Pete-
God knows what's going to be here.
Pete just makes me laugh so much. Hi, Pete. Amber. Like, Jesus Christ. Someone medicate this man.
I told you when I first started radio with him. When I first started radio with him, I was like just paired with somebody when I was doing Heart Radio, and I went in and it was 4:30 in the morning, and this bat out of hell just greeted me, and I was like, I don't know if I can deal with this every day that I'm in here at 4:30 a.m. And then you just fall in love with him.
He's the best. Okay, Ambi, bye, love you. I'm like,
Do you know that he used to leave Heart and he'd walk the whole way home but like he would stop on at three Greg's on the way home. So in the first Greg's he'd get 3 different things, and then he'd go home and he would sleep all day long, and then he'd wake up in the evening, eat something, and go back to bed till the next day.
oh my God.
He's living his life.
There's nothing worse though when you have something like that. I remember when I worked in a taxi dispatch centre out in Ballymount.
Oh my God, I remember you worked there.
Yeah. And
Expert taxis, is it still a thing?
And I would do 8 p.m. till 8 a.m. It just messes your body clock up. So, 12-hour
Why
shift a
did
night.
you do that?
And then on a Friday and Saturday night, you'd be dealing with all the drunk people. And there was some people from corporate companies I won't name or shame. And basically this woman was absolutely deranged and probably abusing her like work account and booking to get a taxi. Then the taxi driver couldn't call her. So this is like I would be contacting. And I was trying to figure out where she was, and she was horrendously rude. But then silly little bean, shouldn't she make a formal complaint on the Monday? But this was expert had come into the real kind of like technological era. They would record every single phone call and stuff like that. So basically, she was sent the recording of how she spoke to me, and then she had to send me an email apologising. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh no, but to be on Monday, to be going and sending an email, people are I just think some people are such dicks the way they abuse their power. It really bothers me when they think that you are beneath them. It drives me mad.
It's disgusting. Like, get over yourself. Whoever, and I'm like that saying, you know, whoever you meet in the way up, you're going to meet in the way down. Either way, just be kind.
Well, do you know what? One thing I will say.
With me. It's just following my face. I'm trying to show my boobs.
One thing I will say after reading Adam Kay's book today,
you are obsessed. Does Spencer know about this?
I know. No, he's a full gay man. He's no interest in me.
Is a game on?
Is a game on. After reading his book, I was like, oh, people are mean to porters in hospital because like that's the kind of vibe that was given in the book that I read. And so I was ready to be really nice to the porter who like brought in my bed and stuff like that. And didn't he completely ignore me? He just walked in. Ignored me. And then even when he picked me up after the operation, he was like, just ignore me. And then I was like, hi. And then he was just pushing me and he goes, oh, hi. I was like, sorry.
I was at the Dart station. I got the Dart. So the Dart is a train here in Howth in Dublin City. I was getting the Dart, and there was 2 women sitting at a seat and there was a guy beside them. They weren't together. I don't know if they were tourists or not, but basically they went to get in the train and your mom was like, oh, here, look, you dropped stuff. And I think one of them was their passport or something like that. They just went over and took it from him and just walked away. And I was like, and he was just kind of sitting there. I was like, I cannot believe they didn't say thank you to you. I nearly said something. Just nearly. I'm such a chicken jet.
Remember that company, the electricity company? I won't name names again. Remember the electricity company? And this guy was just so horrible to me via email. And I was just like trying to figure out our account. And like, I was like, maybe
he name checked Vogue definitely and was just like, I'm going to put you in your place.
I'm going to put you in your place. And I was being so nice to him. And then I just had to write back. And my last email was like, listen, I know I'll put this down to you having a really bad day, but you just don't have to be rude to me. And then the head of their PR contacted me and was just like, I'm really sorry. Like, I don't know. It was the weirdest thing.
But I always do that when I'm calling, like, if I'm calling an electricity company or if I'm calling the bank or something like that. And someone's like, hello, it's Rita. You're speaking to Rita today. I said, sorry, what's your name again? Rita. Hi, Rita. How are you? And then when I'm saying goodbye, I say, goodbye, Rita. Have a great day. And you have a great day too. And now we're meeting for a drink next week.
Emma, has anyone ever been rude to you in the workplace?
Ooh. No one's ever been like explicitly rude. I don't think. There's people that like don't really acknowledge your existence, which isn't kind.
I can't. Like, when you're working in an office, like, be mannerly and be aware of yourself. It's just no.
And don't put fish pie in the microwave. Isn't that right, girls?
Oh no, who did that?
I just know that well, yeah, I have.
I got in trouble in work for making feckin' mackerel and stinking the place out. And then one of the girls in the office last week was like,
mackerel? Sorry, when?
I was trying to be healthy.
When have you eaten mackerel? When did that?
I had these notions. I don't even know what I was eating. I was eating it in a salad or something like that. Weird.
Where did you find mackerel though? Where?
In the supermarket. I went down the pier and I caught it. No, in the supermarket. But then a girl last week in the office was just like, do you think it'd be okay if I made some boiled eggs in the air fryer? I was like, no, eggs. I don't want the place smelling of farts. And she was like, it won't. I was like, it will. No.
Fart.
She went and made the eggs. Well, obviously, I know what we're going to start with.
Sister cards.
Le carte de dessert.
You gotta do it in Espanol.
Español.
I don't know what fucking sister cards is.
Niños y los toros.
No, los niños y los toros. Sopravento, adesso, sotto grande, vodka y Sprite.
Margarita y
L'agua sin gas, por favor. Señorita, guapa. Muchas gracias.
You know the way they do that sometimes.
No, it's like,
I'm not a cat.
Where's the cat?
I'm not.
Oh my God, maybe they do it. Maybe they do it because pussy.
I wonder if we'll get. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's not too far of a reach, Imo.
I wonder if we'll get.
Where
water
is
guns.
Imo? Imo looks like she's in a photo booth.
I'm in my dining area.
She didn't even know where she was. There,
I don't know what to call it. Dining area.
What screams this couple won't last?
Do you know what? Do you know that one I've seen a number of times? So it's this guy, and I think he's like the owner of like an American football team or something, and he has the most disgusting haircut. It's straight across, and it's like a mullet. Yeah, and your one's like 19, and she's like, I didn't know who he was before I met him. Yeah,
sure.
Likely story, girl.
He believes it as well, but I suppose you believe what you want to believe.
Ugh.
I couldn't.
Imagine that on top of you.
I honestly, I couldn't. I just wouldn't be able.
I think that screams. And then, you know, all those videos as well that you see of people.
Yes.
Are you going to say the same thing? The cake?
Yeah, the cake of men shoving cake. But have you seen the one where the man just
stuff like that?
Did you see the man just dropping his bride into the pool? Like, that's not funny. She's got her hair and makeup done and she's wearing her wedding dress. Why are you doing that? I honestly, I don't know. Like, sometimes I look at them and I'm like, are they AI? Because like, how could somebody be so stupid?
See as well? Did you ever see that one as well? There's a clip of this guy and he's so drunk at the wedding reception. His mother-in-law is actually feeding him the dinner.
It's also when there's like, they do like a gender reveal and the guy's like really like disappointed / angry if it's like a girl, and you're like, ick, red flag.
Also, you'll be thankful girls are way easier than boys, so you should be grateful. my
until
friend.
they hit puberty.
Amber, I'm not sure. I just think that you and I were bitches. Honestly, I've had a lot of reports back from people, and nobody seems to have been as bad as us.
So we had
Honestly,
a
we
hard
started
time.
smoking cigarette butts at the age of like 6.
I was 3.
What's a parenting rule you'll never follow? I can't even think of anything. A parenting rule I'll never follow.
Maybe I'll try not to smack them.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. No, I don't.
You're
smack.
not supposed to smack them.
No, I don't smack.
I think I will. I think I would be
You'll smack, yeah?
a firm but fair. I think I'd be a lot stricter than what people would expect me to be.
Who do you think stricter, me or Spen?
You.
And I think I've got more patience as well.
Yeah, fair.
I told the kids we'd get water guns and have a water gun fight.
I don't want to get my hair wet.
Oh, Amber, please. Are you getting stenos back in, Baldo?
Oh, yeah. Is my hair fab?
Did you get
I don't
stenos
know.
back in?
There's no extensions in it now. Look, it's all me. Oh, natural. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it looked a bit
Just
wispy.
means I
Get
keep
a
them
few
out till.
stenos in there.
Well, that's what happens. I couldn't believe how quick I blew dry my hair yesterday. And then I was kind of thinking to myself, I won't even use the hairdryer next. I'll just stand in front of the mirror and blow against the mirror, and my own breath will hit me back and blow dry my hair.
That's what I was saying. I don't want to get my hair wet. Why? Because it's going to take you 3 minutes to blow dry.
No, but so I'm on the fence. I don't know. Kira wasn't too happy that I wasn't getting the stenos back in, but I don't know.
Get the stenos.
But do you not think my hair looks great?
I think a little steno wouldn't go straight in there.
Fucking hell, all right.
I'm just being honest. You asked me.
What are the stereotypical parenting rules that you don't follow? If you think about it, you do screen time. You don't let them swear.
Oh God, Otto.
I
Oh
think
my
it's
God.
important that you have to have rules with being a parent because you're essentially molding your child.
I know, but Otto said his first bad word and it was my fault. And I said it under my breath and he heard me. And honestly, trying to ignore it because he obviously doesn't know, he forgot about it then because I'd have to turn around and just like try not to laugh and let him see me laugh. But it was just.
I love those videos on TikTok and the mashups on like Instagram and
was like-
stuff.
And I know it's me as well because it's always effing sake that's been their first bad word for all of them. And it's me.
I was told that when you guys were here, I was saying something. I don't know if it was Jesus Christ or something, and then he was saying it when you guys
he
got
does.
home.
Yeah. Poor Ottie. He's actually gotten so. Wait till you see. He's so much better behaved now. He's like.
He's always been well behaved. I can't wait to hang out with him.
I know, me too.
What is your like crack food that you avoid, and if you have some, you can't stop yourself from eating loads? Mine is a savory. Mine is chips, crisps and dip, or like if you go for a drinks thing and they have loads of nuts, and then there's like, oh God,
I wouldn't be so much nuts, but I do like. I find that those crisps that I told you about last week very difficult.
But the serrano
Very
ham in
difficult.
Spain, when you wrap it in the little like bread stick, and then like if
serrano
there's
ham.
dip, if there's a bit of tzatziki, oh God, yeah.
Oh my God, the snacks
My
at
mouth is
Sophie's
watering.
wedding. The snacks at my cousin Sophie's
vol au
wedding.
vent.
Honestly, no, I wouldn't mean a vol au vent. I could really avoid now.
I love
A vol au vent. It just sounds so olden days.
Jesus, okay. I don't like a quiche.
A quiche.
It would be crisps for me, or if there's snacks at a drinks party, I just hover around the snacks table.
I do. I love salsa and dip and mom's
Oh yeah,
guacamole
guac, yeah.
and mom's brown bread. Okay. What is an irrational ick you have about a person's house?
I don't think it's an irrational ick, but like if someone's house is dirty, like I think it like
Smells of dog. I don't like dog
smells
smell.
of damp. But that's not irrational. What about if you go to the toilet and there's poo-poo stains on the toilet? Skiddaroos.
Well, I once was going on a date with this guy, and he was quite an attractive guy. This is before Spenny. Obviously, I wasn't dating him during marriage. He was quite an attractive guy, and like I went back to his house, not just me, by the way, with because let's be honest, I'm a bit of a fridge, and so me and my friend went back to his house, and we were having drinks, and I went to the toilet, and there was skiddies everywhere, and I was like, no, this isn't gonna.
No.
not
And it's
gonna
like
work
as
out for
well,
me.
but these aren't irrational fears. It's like as well if you go into the bathroom and then like there's mildew all over the shower, the toilet's dirty, and then the sink is dirty.
uncleanliness.
I don't think any of these are irrational though. An irrational thing would be like if you took if you have very strong feelings about the colour of their house or something like that.
So my icks when I go to other people's house, I'm like, if they had a black bed sheet, like a bottom sheet, you know, like a fitted sheet, and it's black, I think that's pretty grim. And also, it annoys. I don't know if it's an ick, but it annoys me when they have like a toilet roll holder and the toilet roll is the wrong way around. I don't like that.
Oh, when people, because it's supposed to be the toilet paper is down, not up. Yeah.
Well, I love
sheets.
it.
Sheets would be an irrational. Not
to be
not
white. White
yeah,
sheets.
but it would just And then if the bed was unmade.
Oh God, yeah. God, girls, we're really going to town here, aren't we? Anything else? Well, I was like, I just don't like a not nice smell in someone's house. So
An
that's-
overflowing bin.
well, that's my bin every night. To be fair,
I know, but bring the bin out. You know what I mean?
I do bring the bin out because the bloody ants. Now I have to do it, don't I?
There's flying ants. I was in Malahide the other night. There's flying ants. Have you guys got them? Oh my
no, not yet.
God, terrifying.
What would you not even buy, even if you were a billionaire? A MAGA hat.
Strong.
Honestly, I truly like
A Tesla.
Oh,
Tesla.
really?
Couldn't.
What?
Amber, Elon Musk. You can't be having a Tesla no more.
One of my pals just bought a Tesla.
She must have got it on the cheap.
I don't know. Maybe there's not a lot I wouldn't buy. What's one small or tiny problem you would eradicate from the world forever?
Small.
Just Wi-Fi. Shite like 3G or 4G. I feel like a lot of my phone calls are dropping or signals dropping at the moment with WhatsApp, and I just feel like it's an easily addressed problem. Like, put up a new pole. Put up another pole. You know what I mean? Get it done.
Maybe splinters. Just like, can we not create something to not have splinters?
I misheard Pete. I misheard Pete earlier, and I was like, "World hunger," and he's like, "No, Amber, tiny problem."
I was watching this thing. What's his name? Oh, on LBC. He's so funny.
What's LBC?
LBC is a radio station. And is it Nick Ferrari?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching him, and there was this guy coming on, and he was talking about like extending parental leave. And your man Nick Ferrari was like, "And what is it at currently?" And your man's like, he didn't know. He just didn't know. He didn't know what the statutory leave was at the point of looking to get more. And your mom, Nick Ferrari, was just there laughing. I would not like to go head to head with him. Oh my God, he would nail you for anything.
What an idiot!
I know.
So
Scarlett.
you guys don't have tiny problems then, no?
I said splinters.
Oh yeah, that's a weird thing.
I would put aircon on the tube.
Oh yeah.
It's just
fuck.
inexcusable.
Yeah. Well, it's getting up to 27 now here this weekend.
Well, we're getting to 30.
Yeah, but you're not going to be there.
I'll be on the beach in 30.
Okay, what's one thing you hope to have done by age 50?
A facelift.
I was going to say be married and have a kid or two. But okay. Yeah, I wouldn't
Oh.
mind a facelift too.
I think maybe I'd like to have one more child.
Fair enough. Copy mom.
Copy mom, yeah, I know. Well, I'm not 40 yet, so I have time.
40. What about you,
Emma, what
Emma?
about you?
By 50. That's so far away for me.
Oh, F you, Imo.
Yeah, probably. I was going to say get married, already married. Have a couple of kids. Maybe own my first house.
Yeah, big gaff. I'd love a big gaff.
Yeah,
nice.
I'd like my forever home before I'm 50, and maybe one more child, possibly
Settle down and
a
happy.
donkey.
Yeah, it's like if you're not getting that field. Yeah,
I'm getting
I'd
a
like to
donkey
be-
in your house. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just going to show up at the door one day.
Aw. Oh,
I'll tie it to the trampoline.
Okay, what's something you proudly dislike? And I know we're all going to be aligned on my one.
What's yours?
Mine is
Just
just
say bad manners. Ugh.
manners, politeness.
I think when people are what's the word? Mean, misery.
Oh,
know what I mean?
scabby.
Like scabby, but
Stingy.
like not like I don't mind people who like are coming out and like, you know,
Penny
that, like,
pinchers.
Yeah, but it's the people that can actually afford it that will go out of their way to, like Spenny used to have this friend and he used to pay.
Why do you think they're so loaded?
Well, Spenny used to have this friend and he used to pay for everything for this friend because he thought the friend had no money. Like, I mean, breakfast, and sometimes he flew in places and he would come and hang out with him. And then the friend turned around to him after another breakfast that Spenny had paid for and was like, "Oh, I just bought this new house." And Spenny was like, "Sorry?" So he had bought himself a house, but like was pretending to have absolutely no money. And Spenny was like covering everything. And it's people like that I'm like, come on. If you're trying to save money, but you have money, don't expect somebody else to always foot the bill for you.
Agony Amp. I heard that girl moaning about her flatmate on last week's Agony Amp, and I've got one of my own. Except it's coming from my partner of 6 years. I moved in with him a year ago and all was going great, but he recently started a new job. He has to be in the office for 7 a.m. and his alarms start at 5 a.m.
Oh, no.
And they get snoozed for at least 45 minutes. I'm not sure whether to put up with it because it's his dream job or whether to smash his phone up. It's the most annoying thing. How would you guys proceed? Tempted to put him into an air mattress in the living room with a thin duvet? No. Like, that is so obnoxious and rude.
It's rude. If he's going to snooze, I would just tell him, "Listen, dude, I'll allow you to stay in the room and get up at 5 a.m, but you have to do it so quietly that you can hear a pin drop. Do not snooze your alarm, not even once, because it's waking me up the whole time." And also, if I was you, I'd get earplugs. I love sleeping with earplugs. And Spenny sometimes has to get up earlier than me, and I can't bear being woken up a second earlier than I have to be. So like I won't even hear him in the morning. But that is so annoying.
How could you not say that to him? I'm not really a snoozer. Like, accidentally I snooze sometimes, but I wouldn't snooze. No. You know, like some people have it like 5 past, so 5 o'clock, 5 past 5, 10 past 5.
No.
Like, what is wrong? Like, that's a different type of person. That's a certain type of personality right there. And what do you think about what do you think about couples that don't share a bed?
I think loads of people do it. They just prefer sleeping on their own.
I'm just not made aware of it. They just prefer sleeping on their own. Oh my God, I love sharing a bed.
I know, I do. I don't even like when Spenny has to stay away in hotels. It's so annoying.
But I would like a bigger bed.
Me too. I was thinking about that, but I have an Emperor bed, which I think is the biggest bed that you can get without having to get weird sheets.
Oh, yeah.
But like, where would you get a big bed? Where do they come from?
Well, Gina had one, remember?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this, Imo? I understand if people sleep in a different room if one of them has been out or something like that.
I don't know. I think it's kind of up to if it works for them and it works for them to have their own space, then
I think it's none of your goddamn business.
Okay, sorry, I was just making an observation. I was just creating a conversation around the Agony Amp.
I mean, we have like a super king bed, so it's quite big.
Oh, that's what
so
I
like
fucking want.
So when we're lying in it, it kind of feels like you're the only one in the bed because she's all the way over there.
Well, girls,
Yeah.
I'm really big though, so my big bed doesn't feel that big because I'm so big.
I saw this TikTok the other day of this family who had this, I think they called it an Alaskan emperor or something, and they could fit like 6 people in the bed. It was so big.
But imagine ironing those sheets and stuff.
Fucking those sheets were not getting ironed.
They're definitely not getting ironed. I want to tell you about people who give away money.
We love these people.
But Bill Gates has given away £50 million and he doesn't want to die rich. He's been the richest man in the world for 18 years and was the first human to be worth more than 100 billion. I mean, he's given away 50 million. That's a bit scabby if he has 100 billion.
Sure. No, remember he basically came out with that whole thing that he wasn't going to give his kids any money. So he's obviously done a U-turn on that. I think he seems like a nice guy. I think 50 million isn't that much to give away if you're worth 116 billion, which is what he's but
worth.
It's the next 20 years. I suppose it isn't that. Like, he could have at least given away $1 billion.
That is like literally, that is just he's earning that at least from just interest.
You're mad for a bit of interest, aren't you?
I know. I always think of interest and tax now because I used to think that I was getting more money for jobs, and then Spenny really put a dampener on. He was like, yeah, but you have to take away your management fees and your taxes, so you're basically getting paid nothing. And I was like, oh great, thanks a million. I was excited about that. But there's other people that gave away money. Do you know Mackenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos's ex-wife, sorry, she got given she has given over 16 billion, and she's giving money. I was reading this thing about her. She basically is giving money to causes that no other billionaires have ever given money to, because it's usually men, and she's giving it to causes like racism. She's giving it to LGBTQ plus communities.
LGBTQ is what we say.
Communities and like loads of different things like that.
She's a good person. And look at him off spending 2 million quid on a bloody meal.
Have you heard that fact that puts like a million and a billion in perspective? Because I feel like some people don't get how much a billion is. And it was like,
it's a million.
Yeah, so like a million seconds would be equivalent to 11 and a half days.
Okay.
But a billion seconds is equivalent to 31.7 years.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Wowee.
God,
Okay.
girls, imagine if one of us had a billion. Imagine what we'd do with ourselves. We'd have the best time.
I'd live off the interest.
Amber would finally buy a karaoke machine.
Amber would
I
get
know,
a
karaoke machine. And I thought of something else last night, but now I can't remember.
I've thought of something. If I'm a billionaire, I'm going to get a chef like the Kardashians and get one of those fridges where they have all their greens in there. And the chef would just say to the chef, I want something really healthy.
I would just have a huge fridge full of every single type of drink. But also, I don't drink fizzy drinks every day. So maybe I wouldn't have that. But I'd love a chef, because then you don't have to worry about dinner. Yeah.
No, dinner, I'd be getting him to make my breakfast, lunch and dinner and snacks.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
And I'll buy us a yacht. A billion? Buy us a yacht? Whatever.
Super yacht, yes.
A super yacht. A yacht.
Yeah.
We'll be off. No, Amber, I was going to buy an Oppie.
I can't believe you call it an Oppie. An Optimist.
An Optimus. A Bitcoin donor left a total of 5,000 Bitcoin to various charities, which is worth 55 million. And Warren Buffett has donated over 50 billion to charity, and he's going to give away 99% of his wealth. He's worth 143 billion. How nice.
He was once the the richest man in the world. I was like, when we were going through this, I was like, is that Warren Beatty, the actor? And I was like, oh no, fuck's sake, oh God. They're all very generous people. Bill, take note.
What's lore?
Lore is basically, so it's this trend that's happening. I thought it was on TikTok. I heard someone saying about that. So it's where people are sharing lore about themselves. Do you know what it is? Lore is basically stories or facts about a particular subject.
Oh.
So, for example, some Vogue Williams lore would be that she used to eat chewing gum off the floor. I'm not happy with this. Some Amber lore would be that she drools on her pillowcases and has yellow pillows. That's not true. I want that struck from the record.
Oh, here's other people's lures. Oh my God, I love this.
So everyone's sharing these things.
Amber, do you remember when we were younger and we went swimming in the puddle at the church? Remember that? And then these boys came and started throwing money at us, and we just kept picking it up.
Straight to the shop. Perfect. Couple of Wambers, couple of Dambers. So lots of other people are sharing. So I found a human tibia on the beach. The FBI carbon dated it and discovered that it was 7,800 years old.
Wow.
And was in fact a caveman bone. So another one is I shook Pope John Paul. Is that the one that Mom met? It is. I shook Pope John Paul's hand about 5 minutes before there was an assassination attempt on him.
Oh.
I once sneezed during a live BBC interview, and my sneeze made it into the final news bulletin audio.
Did you hear that champagne bottle pop at Wimbledon?
Yeah.
Just turned around like, what is going on?
I thought it was very funny, the announcement as well. Did you see that Hugh Grant was absolutely KO'd yesterday? What was that all about? Like absolutely.
Honestly,
someone said I thought he didn't drink. Absolutely.
Right
KO.
behind the Queen as well. He just snoring away. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. He just doesn't give a shies, and he's very funny.
No, I think he's kind of negative.
I see him all the time.
Then another one is my granddad once did a plumbing job for Elvis while on holiday in Hawaii. Another one is I was once flown to Sweden to be a hand double in a meatball advert. Okay.
Oh my God, it might have been those IKEA meatballs.
Eek, yeah. Another one is my mum went into labour with me at a Bon Jovi concert and he dedicated a song to her mid-set. And then another one is I got stuck in a lift for an hour with Alan Sugar.
Oh, I don't know if that would be that much crack. What
Do you have any more? I was thinking of one of my lures and it was just, I don't think Pete gets what lures are because my one is just not appropriate.
What's yours? Oh no, Pete says some stuff and it's like, no, Pete, you can't say that.
He was like, what's the lore about you? And I was like, oh, I don't know.
Oh my God, that's way too much. I'm using, that's the story in my new book.
I was like, I'm not reading that out after reading those other ones. That is not on, like, he completely misbriefed me. So we'll leave that out.
You can get that in my new book that is not yet published.
Anyway, there you have it.
Anywho, thanks a million, girlos. That was lovely. A lovely cheer up chat. I've enjoyed it. Tomorrow, Amber, I'll see you on Trough for a margarita.
On Trough.
On Trough.
Anyway, thank you for listening.
Thanks, everyone.
Love the stories, the agony am. Best of luck with that. Move them into the living room. And yeah, no truths this week. Very disappointing. But I hope everyone has a great week. And don't forget to email us, vogueandamberpod@global.com.
I don't blame anyone for not sending in any truths, and I think that we've actually put a ban on the truths until we actually bring some noise ourselves.
I have shared some big truths.
That's your mother.
Murder in the house. There's the popo now. Fuck. Okay. Have a great day. A great week, everyone. Oh my God. I can't even
Have
talk.
fun, everybody.
Bye.